Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to another week of e-learning. It's Monday, April 20th. Let's look over our day's assignments for today. Okay, just a reminder, go on the Heathcote Gateway to look at all the learning options. You should be looking at Seniors, Miss Beshears, all the different Google Classrooms for the specialist teachers. Here's just a reminder, if you didn't sign on to Miss Beshears' Google Classroom, here's the code again, just in case. So please make sure you do that because you will be Zooming with her this week. Remember, always share your Google Slides with me every day. I just want to also let you know that Miss Gelosa and Miss Dama are going to begin to help me grade, so this is really exciting. So please make sure to finish your work in that school day hours. Just take those breaks between that 9 to 3 so you can finish your work promptly. Your Zoom schedule is updated and it's in your social studies folder. It says Zoom sessions the week of April 20th. So please look at that carefully. I put your other Zoom session into an April folder, and I will talk about that more during our Zoom session about the folders I created in your drives, just to keep things a little bit more organized. Okay, so we're going to Zoom today at 11 a.m. The first 15 minutes, Mr. Casal will start and talk about Gmail. We're going to start this week. We're going to students in third grade are going to start having email accounts, and he'll talk more about that. And your parents will also get further information from the school district about this. After Mr. Casal's done, we are going to review our weather chart. I'm going to use mine, and we're going to analyze and do the work that you did with your stop and thinks last week, but I'm going to model a little bit more with my weather chart and its 10-day forecast. After today's Zoom, I will see students 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a quick small group after a Zoom. So just a reminder, today at 11 a.m. is our class, and Senora will see you today at 1:40 to 1:55, and his Zoom link is also in your Google Drive. Okay, like I said before, I was organizing your folders, and again, I will explain this further, but just in case if you go into your social studies folder and you see a March folder, I tried to drag all your March things in that folder. Please don't move anything else around. I will discuss what we'll do next when we move into May, but right now everything is organized the way it should be. I also cleared up our Padlet. Our Padlet is now no longer has all those posts from the beginning of e-learning, so it's a clean Padlet, so it'll load easily for those who want to post a question. Today in poetry, you're going to learn about haikus. And haikus is a form of traditional Japanese poetry. So Miss Mengen will explain what makes a haiku. And the link right here, I'll go right into it to show you. The link right here will give you a bunch of haiku poetry that you can view and read. That can be part of your poetry reading for today. And also, with a haiku, you need to understand syllables. So what we did is we put a syllable finder here. It's a website to help you figure out those tricky words and syllables. So if you go into this and you wanted to, I had put in handful before because I was checking out. If you wanted to find out how many syllables handful has, you would click on that and search for it, and it would break it out, and also it'll pronounce it, it'll say it. So it's just a really good little website for those who need a little bit more help with syllables. But Miss Mengen also gives you some really good strategies to use to find syllables. So watch the video first, and then you can use these links for afterwards. Don't forget your poetry websites we gave you. Right here on Epic, we have a big collection of poetry books. I noticed a lot of people are reading them. Thank you. So just keep reading. Boys and girls, I could see how many pages you read. It tells me how many you flipped, how long you're reading. Some of you are going into books only reading for 4 seconds. So that doesn't count as reading a book. So just keep in mind, on my teacher dashboard, I could see everything. So if a book is 33 pages and I only see you flip through 4 pages, then you didn't read the book in its entirety. So just keep that in mind. Be really honest to yourself about what you're reading and how long you're reading each day. So again, if your science reading today, if you didn't do the tracking the weather, which I have to say more than half have not, today is your day to catch up and really read that, and that can count towards your science reading. Tracking the weather has 33 pages. Again, so if you're going and flipping only 4 pages, that is not reading the whole book completely. So we'll come back to our science work in just a moment. For math, we're learning how to convert metric units. So Miss Luciana will show you how to make grams into kilograms and grams, or how to convert it the other way around when they give you kilograms and grams to only use gram units. So enjoy the video on that. After the video, you do have 3 workbook pages. I give you the copy and paste option, and I also give you the print option. I just want to go into the copy paste option just to point something out with one of the pages here. If you choose to copy and paste this, if you copy and paste this, what I would do is take the line, let's look right here, the line right here, okay, and connect it. I'm not going to give you the right answer here, but if you were going to use the line, okay, and bring it to here, let's say, I'm not saying that's the right answer, you can do that, and you can also click on it and make it thicker if you feel like it's too thin and I won't be able to read it. All right, so connect your answer to the right answer with the conversions and do it that way and use the line. That would be really helpful. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that so no one else gets confused by that. Okay, so here's your copy and paste. Here's your print option. Also last week we gave you workbook pages 15 and 16. Please review, I put an answer key here of bar modeling. So if you still had trouble and didn't understand your mistakes, in your slideshows I just said look at Monday's blog and look at the answer key, and this is what I mean. So here are the answer keys for that, for those 2 pages. Mrs. Boyer goes over your science for today, so watch the video first. The video is only about 2 minutes, just to give you an overview of what you need to do today. So here, what you need to do is the tracking the weather should be complete. If it's not, then you have a little bit extra work today to finish that. So please finish that, and I can view that on Epic as well. And here is weather instruments. This is for you to print if you choose to print. Okay, and she goes over this graphic organizer for you in the video, so I'm not going to really go over that right now. I also put the weather instrument graphic organizer, which is this, in your science folder too. So if you want to play around and edit with Cami, with how Mr. Casal showed us, you can start and try that and give it a try. If you need help with Cami, check out Mr. Casal's tutorial, which is on his tech blog right here. Okay, if you want to give it a try. It's something that we're going to get used to, and then we'll continue to use it more. If you edit with Cami, please note in your science slideshow, please just tell me that you edited Cami so I can give you credit and I could go into that folder to see your work. Otherwise, if it's not in your slideshow, I'm just going to assume you didn't do it. But if you just write a note under science and said, please see my weather instrument graphic organizer in my science folder, then I know to go look there. Okay, I really appreciate that. Read the smart fact that we included under science. And words their way. I assigned all new sorts to each groups this week. So one thing I did notice when I was grading your sorts, some of you are not finishing to completion. So if your blind sort, let's say you got like a 85%, that means you need to redo it. You have to keep working your sort until you get 100% completion. So the whole point of the spelling is to repeat activities until you get them all right. So that's really important. A lot of us did one activity one time, but you're not redoing it if you got it wrong. So you do have to redo it until you get it right. Also, leave the writing sort for Friday. For some reason, it erases your data if you do it sooner. So just keep that until Friday. All assignments are due on Friday, so remember, check off all the assignments and then submit all. and here's the website. But remember, you could go to Heathcote Gateway and everything is there for you. By the end of today, this is your checklist. Please remember to do this. I'm finding a lot of students are forgetting some assignments, and then you're going to have more work to do the following week if you're forgetting. So this is really important to check these off and really ask yourself, did I complete this? All right, so words their way. 2 activities today. Don't leave it for Friday. You have to do 2 a day. 1 to 2 a day. You can see when you go into your sort, you can figure that out and plan it out. You need to read and write haiku poetry and post it on Seesaw. Don't forget to record yourself. Continue to read 30 minutes a day or more. You have 3 workbook pages, so please include those under math with the date, and please label the workbook pages so it's easier to grade. Reflex math. Not everyone did their 3 green dots, boys and girls. We have to keep on moving with our fact fluency, so please keep up with your reflex math daily. Let's see. Reread. Some of you are going to be rereading. Tracking the weather in Epic. And you need to fill out the graphic organizer of the different weather instruments. A lot of you wrote great notes on tracking the weather last week, so maybe you can go right into your notes and copy and paste so you can figure that out, or just go back into the actual text. And remember, it's in my collection of weather books. So also share your e-learning slideshow with the graphic organizer. Either put it under science, Seesaw, or if you're using Kami, please let me know that it's in your science folder so that I can correct it. Okay, boys and girls, I'll see you at 11 o'clock. Just a heads up, it's Eli's birthday on Wednesday, so get your jokes ready because we'll have 5 more students share jokes on Wednesday during our Zoom. Check out our Zoom schedule for the week so you can plan accordingly. Okay, see you at 11 o'clock.